Okay. Recording in progress. Okay. So that was ultramarine mostly. I'm gonna get to quinacridone gold deep. If I remember that right, that's the name.
Wow, that color's bright.
Hope you like it.
I like it.
Good. So pay attention to the highlight and then try to save the white. Okay, I can see here that I need to have more light there. Okay.
So do you want to just show us the reference photo again? And seems like some people did not get it. So you're saving the highlight mostly on the left side of the face, is that right?
Right. Yeah, that's the light source. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. You're so good hosting. Oh.
And you're looking at the photograph as you work then?
Yes. So I am paying attention to save the highlights and the light. And at this stage, the value is light, pretty much light. And also I'm painting over the pencil line. So I'm not following pencil line. Okay.
And are you using a block, a watercolor block?
Oh,
there?
I'm sorry. This is an artist, 140-pound.
Okay.
Cold pressed. It's a block. It came in with the previously that I show you, the fluid 100. It came in from CWA. So I guess they just randomly sent me something that I didn't order, you know.
Yeah, so Feeling, you were telling Pat and I earlier that you're going to try out that fluid 1000, is it 1000 or 100 paper that they sent you?
Fluid 100, yeah. And then this paper is still, you know, since it's so cheap, and I didn't pay attention. And sometimes they just say fluid, and sometimes the block they sent to me was fluid 100. So I haven't had a chance to figure out what was going on. Let's see. I think I lost a little bit. Like
What angle are you painting at?
I am painting about at least 35. I would say, hey, this is 90 degrees. Yeah, at least about, 35, 40, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Those are great questions. Alrighty. And so that's the light value. Okay. And I'm checking if I could,
And what size is your paper?
this paper, the size is 12 by 16.
Okay.
Thank you. So let me see. Here's the.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And do you ever use rough paper?
I would say almost never. Yeah. And some of my painting, I will show you. See the painting like this? These are 300 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Pressed. These are 300 pound hot pressed. And so I think rough will be too much texture for me.
Okay, just
So
curious.
now, for some of you, you might want, sometimes I do too, that you can let it dry. Okay. And then, but sometimes I go just keep pushing it. And right now, I'm trying to get the ultramarine blue out. I'm going to go into the second layer, and it will be pretty much get into medium light or medium.
Okay, and do you want to show us the reference photo again and just kind of point out those areas to us that you're looking at?
Yes. So this is going to be darker. You know, start with the hair here. Mostly hair is dark, dark, dark. And then go into the shape of these. Okay. And at that time, I might just do a little bit only this side and then more, a lot more this side. Okay. And still using two colors. And I also like to talk about this, you know, the hair, little skinny line here. Some of you might want to let this dry and use the resist. But for the personal choice, I always pretty much regret it. I use it. So I choose not to use it today. What I can do at the end, I will show you how to, you know, get a little highlight back.
Okay.
Yeah. And then besides, this is not realistic painting. So everything is like suggested. Okay. And now I'm gonna have quinacridone gold deep. So this is gonna be the medium or medium light, medium or medium dark value. And it's still damp. For your information, this is still damp. And I just give a little this look. And go ahead.
Feeling, we're wondering if you could put the reference photo in the right corner where it looks like there's.
Oh yeah.
See it.
Why do I do this?
Okay.
I could push my
All right.
things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Now, that's an interesting water bucket that you have.
I know everybody wanted to ask me where to get it, but that was a gift. So I'm sorry, just I can't tell you. Where did I do have a couple of those.
So do you use certain sections of it for certain things? How does that work?
Certain section of what?
Of your water bowl?
Oh, you mean because there's 3 sections?
Yeah.
I tried, but when I pen in a concentrating painting, it's just like whatever. You know what I mean? And even with the 2 brushes, I say, oh, which one is the warm one? Which one is the cool one?
Okay.
I have to look. So I really like what's going on there, the texture and the light. Maybe this one, little some dark coming here. Still can pull a little bit over. Okay, that's even better. And I can see it myself too.
Perfect. So you started out with 2 colors, but you're bringing in other colors now?
Nope, nope, nope. I swear, it's only 2 colors.
Oh.
Oh,
Just Quinn Gold and Ultramarine, huh?
Queen Go Deep.
Quinn
Did
Gold
I
Deep.
say that right? It's Crinkle Deep. And then for those of you, you don't have this, don't panic, because Balenciaga would do exactly the same job. Okay. And then this is just, fancier, I think.
And what brand of paints do you use?
I use the Cheap Joe's American Journey a lot. And then also the Japanese brand, Hoban.
Oh, Holbein is a Japanese brand?
Yes, if I remember right, over the years, that's how that happened.
I would not have known that by the name.
And then in between, I used a gift. Whoever gave me the gift.
So Trina says Quinn Gold Deep is a great color. I'm really amazed at the range she's getting from the 2 colors.
Yeah. Okay, see, now that is a mistake. Okay. Damn it.
And it was a mistake because why?
Oh, these should be very light there. And then I accidentally put some colors in it.
Okay, so you're looking for to keep the light patterns light.
Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to try to link the colors from the face. Colors of the face to the dark side, okay? So linkage is very important for me. And the very, very bright highlight in her eyes just need to be more careful.
And when you do the line drawing, do you do that freehand, just looking at the
Yes.
picture?
Freehand, yes, freehand. I love drawing, so it's very enjoyable for me. And besides, when I do that, I watch movie, and so Pat and Michelle knows that my eyesight is not very good. So I think because I watch too much movie, that could be the reason.
Well, you clearly have just the right amount of eyesight to do these portraits beautifully.
Yes.
Maybe we don't want to mess with success.
So the other day, when I was when we are checking my equipment, and Pat say something. Pat Wei say something about the. She said, what did she say? How did she say that?
I don't remember. What did I say about your
about, sorry, that thinking just kind of go away. It will come back.
I know the feeling.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
This is gorgeous feeling.
Thank you. Yeah, what we were talking, yeah, I couldn't know it's gonna bothers me.
You're talking about the paper.
See that the meeting we had last week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I talked about
it was. I was saying something, I forgot. I remember that then I was gonna say that, and then now
it'll come back to you.
It will come back. Thank you. So the highlight is there. And then there's a bridge. So make sure you do this. Okay. My way of painting is like not following the pencil line. I'm constantly finding. Okay, say here's the eyebrow. Here's the nose of the bridge. And can you see that? Okay, the subtlety of that between the front of the, yeah, right there and there. I always find that stroke there for the linkage. So for the workshop, I will emphasize about making good shapes and also linkage. Okay. Can I have a support then? Something support that paper.
eye went from looking like something, a really strange mark, to looking like a real eye in seconds.
I'm sorry.
The
I didn't,
eye, her right or her left eye,
this way?
yes, it went from looking like a strange mark to looking like a real eye in seconds.
Oh,
I don't know how you did that.
oh, thank you. That is really a good, good compliment. Thank you, thank you. So, oops, the brush is dirty. It's okay. I'll just put some clean. Clean colors. Ooh, did I just kill that? Did somebody say, oh? Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Trina says that she's really amazed at the control of water you have using the mop brushes. She tends to carry too much water in her.
I would say it's actually easier than you think, though. I would say that. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
I bought a really big mop on an artist's recommendation too, and I never learned how to use it. I mean, it was like it's a size 12, and it just soaked up so much water. It was like, wow, that's what do I do with that?
You gotta try. I'm not gonna, give Frank even a warning, this is really good brush, and then I think you guys should get some of this. And if you like to pen those, this is also a very good opportunity for you to experience it. Like I say, it's so big fat here, but the point, I don't care too much about that, but for some of you, probably very, very useful that you have that point there.
And the dabbing that you're doing from time to time, is that with a paper towel or with a Kleenex or what?
What did I dab something? Oh, you mean the tissue?
Yes.
That's
okay. There's a
that's
tissue.
facial tissue.
Okay. Pat wants to know how you learn to control the values so easily. You make it look easy, but we know it's not.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, control the value. Control the value. Okay. You guys ever done a value study? I have
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
You do? Okay.
We
So
have.
value study is very valuable. So I do have my my students and in my classes and workshop. These are, work on the value study. Especially the landscape. For landscape, you gotta, do value study. Okay. Okay, so there's some cooler value in the face. And then let me see if I can analyze some to you here, in the face. Okay. We will talk more in the workshop about the facial plan. And most of you know what's facial plans. Okay, so I'm gonna give a little analyze about this facial plans. Right now, we don't know what color of her hair, what color of her dress, or this could be indoor. Okay, so it's just for you to say if she has her hair, of course, and her hair is warm, and maybe light brown or dark brown. And so here must be a lot of warm here, right? Because the hair. And then the warmness can go in. No, this is the linkage. Okay. And now we get a little darker here. Here need to be warm still. Okay.
Why is that?
Because the face. Okay.
Okay.
It's the face. So see how gorgeous this, but this quinacridone deep. But if you don't have this, burnt sienna is gorgeous too. Right? Are you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I use burnt sienna for 30 years, and then I don't use this not always. I don't use quinacridone always. Okay, not just always. Okay, now I need to have a little the blue coming in. So ultramarine blue will make this dark happen. Okay. And that's like so dark. Right.
So are you tapping water out of your brush before you go to put it on the paper?
You see this very dirty.
Oh, okay.
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 It's a big towel.
That's what we were wondering. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So now here need to be dark. Sometimes I go back, try to fix it. And then sometimes it's just like, come on, you don't need to do that. Okay. Yeah. So the paper is still damp.
Okay, so it's like wet on wet in places.
I would say wet on damp.
Okay.
So when it's damp, say right here, I'm going to go right in there. The sheen is gone. Okay. You guys know what's the sheen? That means the water's still on the top. And if the sheen's still there, it's wet. If the sheen is gone, it's damp. Okay, would that make sense? That's my definition.
Okay. So timing is everything on these. You have to look and see where whether
Exactly.
it's still wet or whether it's just damp and,
Uh-huh.
to put in more color.
Yes. And then
Okay.
I was gonna go down and I said, no, you don't have to be so, tight about that. Let me go.
It doesn't look like tightness is one of your problems.
Because I need to talk to myself sometimes.
Okay.
See, I think I need a little bit more blue here. Oh, that's not blue, sorry. See, that's, I forgot. I forgot which brush is which.
So you're just making it darker there?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. See, now I see this. This is really, I really like that. And then that warm and is very striking. And I say, okay, I got to repeat that up here. Okay. And then see, that area is kind of facing down. And then on the forehead, this is the part more of facing up. And this part is more of the facing down. Okay. So I do analyze the facial plane a lot.
The facial plane?
Planes, PLAN. It's like a how should I say that?
Planes, like the lines, the
lines. The plane is like a surface. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Help me with the spelling.
PLANES.
Okay, that's correct. I think that's correct. That might be too much of the blue there. Okay. So I will loosen up a little bit too much, but that was the wet on dry, and then it's so juicy, and that's what I like. It's the juiciness. Now I'm changing it to, see, I change it to warmer value, warmer temperature. Okay. Now I'm going to go into the eyes, give a little more definition here.
Here's a question that I think we all ask ourselves from time to time. How do you know when you're done?
When you think it's not done, it's actually done. Yeah, don't wait until it's done. I have so many experiences that I say, oh gosh, I should have, stopped, 3 stages before.
But if you don't go through that, then you don't know really that
Right.
you should have, right?
Yeah.
You kind of have to overpaint for a while until you figure that out, I would think.
Yeah, but then you still do that from time to time.
Sometimes, sure. Okay.
Okay, so try not to fuss too much up there, okay? And then let's keep going. which is true that most of the time you actually don't need, especially this style that I'm doing. It's underpainting is actually done. Don't like that. I just leave it like that. I like the like, you know, you can see the strokes.
Now, when you're using two colors that are opposites on the color wheel like that, how do you avoid getting mud?
Try not to touch too much. Few
Okay, so
strokes.
few
Get out.
strokes.
Yeah, a few strokes and get out.
Okay.
All right, and let's see. Looks
So
like
typically you paint with more colors. I mean, it looks like you've got a lot of colors in your palette. You just decided to do this for us tonight to keep it simple?
yes, and then also because this is a black and white, you know, my dear friend's photo.
Oh, uh-huh. Oh, I see. Okay.
And I want to paint her, but this is the photo from the old days. Her husband took this. I have to be careful right now. Don't fuss too much.
Do you usually paint from a black and white reference or a colored photo?
Sometimes. Yeah, mostly colors. And then I do have some, you know, if I have some good black and white, I would do it. Everybody should try that. It's actually, it's a lot of fun. And since I'm not touching the four corners, it's more of the vignette. Okay. So anybody can explain what is a vignette for me? Somebody?
Soft on the sides.
What did you say?
Is that
Don't
when
touch.
it's soft on the sides?
It's, I couldn't hear what's about the side.
Soft edges on the side?
Right. So see, this is, I almost killed the corner. So the don't touch the four corners.
Oh, okay.
So that's the leave the four corners untouched. Okay, so that's the, and then also it's, they are not like a triangle, you know, which I have right now. Here's the triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Killed it. Okay.
You don't want a triangle there.
No. My student always says that, oh, here comes the triangle policeman or policewoman. Okay. I feel almost like almost overwork now. So I should just work on the detail and see. Okay, that's better. Now let's do the other eye. So the four corners should be treated differently. Okay. Not only no triangles and but different sizes and different colors, different temperature. Okay. So when I do that, it looks like 2 lines to me. And I say, nah, nah, nah. So what should I do? I want to make shapes out of it. All right. So I link this 2 lines in between. So now it becomes much better
Wow.
shape.
Okay.
All right. And I could also do this, saying this is a good opportunity to grab this opportunity to see. Oh, do you guys take break?
We can, or we don't have to. Either way,
All right.
it's
All right.
entirely up to
So I'll
you.
just keep going, and then unless there's some, request.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
So do you do commissions?
No, I turn down commissions because with a commission, I cannot do what I want. Yeah. So it's a little sad, but it's okay. If somebody come up with a picture of the grandchild, and then I start painting loose and all the strokes, and then I don't know what they're going to say. So it's very important that I always link the forehead to the eyebrow and into the side of the eyes and then into the eyes. Okay, now I'm going to continue. This, and then link this and then leave the highlight. Most of the time I don't, but this one, because in the old days, I think her husband took this picture, and then it's more of the lighting. It's more of like a studio, lighting. Most of the time, if you take pictures in the nature, and say under the sun, and then pretty much all the eyes and whatever inside the eye socket, they all in the shadow. Okay. And then some people will be very, very how would you say, conscientious about. Yeah, my grandson's eyes is blue, okay, or green, something like that. And I'm sorry, those are in the shadow. I could only in the eye socket, and then I could only suggest it that they are cooler, okay, rather than brown or black, Yeah. So I would say I really don't. I just don't like to take. Paint commissions. Okay.
So is that side of the paper that you're working on now with the eye, is that dry over there or damp?
Right now here,
Yeah.
it's still damp actually. Ooh,
Okay.
okay, that's I could clean that later. Okay. So looks like the right eye is her right eye is higher. Is that higher than the left? Yeah, see, this one is higher than that one.
Is that the way it is in the photo, or are you concerned?
It is actually.
Oh, okay.
It is. I think, Michelle, you're so sharp. Gosh, you are so sharp. Okay, kind of get out from that area and and then come over here.
So here's a good question for you. Barbara would like to know,
Yes.
her concern is that the right eye is blue and the left is hazel. Is that what you want?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, well, thank you for pointing it out. But this will, yeah, this is not there yet.
Okay.
Okay. It's not dark enough yet, but it's really a good question. And then also, two eyes shouldn't be exactly the same, okay? Let's see which eye should be more dominant.
Does it depend on which one is more in the light or no?
Her both eyes are pretty strong, pretty attractive.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is more in the shadow. I think this should be more dominant than this one. This one. Okay. So that would give a balance, because this is a lot of stuff going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This side, a lot going on. And here, go boom. So kind of balance it. If you keep, well, the suggestions that you never want to get the two eyes exactly the same, no matter what kind of lighting. And then also need to judge from the composition. All right. And this one has a lot of going on here. If you don't put this enough weight on this eye, it's going to be too heavy on this side. Okay.
Okay.
That
I
makes
can see
sense?
that.
Okay. That makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So normally I don't analyze this, I don't really analyze my painting, my reference until I'm actually doing it, in that mold. That would that say that? Would you say that in that mold? And then, okay. And a lot of time I don't finish right away. So take time. It will take times to settle down and ask yourself questions. Okay. And right now, I'm gonna get a mat and see what happened. Oh. Zoom back, please. I'll just zoom back.
You're going to get a mat. I thought you said you're going to get mad, and I was getting a little
Yeah,
worried.
I'm gonna get mad with my husband. Matt. Yeah, that's my,
Oh, look at
my
that.
husband.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Okay. Let's see.
Feeling, can you tell us a little bit more about the workshop that you're going to be putting on for us? What
Uh-huh.
types of things you'll be teaching?
Yeah, I started with this one, and then if you guys are interested, at one of the days we could do the limited palette. So this called limited palette, and then the rest of the days we just go regular colors. So mostly it's portraits. Okay, so portraits, I have a definition for the portraits is head and shoulder. Okay, some of my students come up to me and then just bring a head there. Okay, and I say this won't work very well because the design of the directions. When we do a portrait, most of the time it's like this. It's vertical format, and a head and the neck is vertical again. Okay, so we need the suggestion or actually see the shoulder. So shoulder is horizontal. So vertical and horizontal, they need to work together. Okay, otherwise the design is no good. All right, think about this is horizontal, vertical, vertical, and then vertical. If you don't have the horizontal to support that, it won't, it's just no good. All right, and then in the process, I will put some diagonal strokes into it. So meaning vertical, diagonal, and then horizontal, they work together. All right, and then mainly is the vertical design, and then work with the horizontal and then also the diagonal. Okay, so that's the it's so I will talk about the design a lot. Okay.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good because boy, that seems like it's always the hardest part,
Yeah, it's always the basics. So a lot of design there. Okay, what is the elements of the design, and then how you play with this. So seven elements of design, and then like an 8 of principle of design, and 7 times 8 is 56 things that you have to think about when you are painting. Okay, that's crazy. All right, so we have to figure out how to play with that. Okay, so I will talk a lot about that. Design principle of design, elements of design, and then also the colors for the skin. And actually, the colors are I'm more concerned about the value. Okay. So value. And so, and then there are some tricks of how to keep all this. I do have some tricks to help you to remember how to do it. Okay. Would that answer some question?
People, please feel free to speak up at this point if you have questions and you'd like to ask them to Feeling now. She's got a little time and you can turn your mic on and ask away.
Good. I like questions. Okay. And here's the sponge. Mr. Clean. So instead of using the resist, this is actually better. Okay. And I'll let it dry a little more. And then I'm gonna, and check this and check that. And takes a while to reach the final painting, to finalize your painting. Okay.
Barbara says it's beautiful.
Okay, so don't ruin it.
For sure.
See this. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this sponge in a minute. And I am also say, look at this one here. It's such a hard line. And to me, it's no, okay? And
Okay.
I'm gonna figure out. Okay. Darken that, and maybe I will put a little more of this Quingo deep, because it's just a way too blue there. So that will kind of punch out the blue of her eyes. And also give a little.
George is wondering what type of pencil you use for your drawing.
This one is probably B3, 3B. Yeah.
3B?
Depends on your, this one, 3B, because it's 140 pounds, so it's not too much texture there, 140. If it's 300 pounds, it has a lot of texture there. Then 3B is too dark. Okay, so if the paper is soft, or how should I say that? When they have a lot of texture there, then use less B. Okay, otherwise the roughness is gonna catch a lot of graphite in it. Would that make sense?
Yeah.
No. If it's very smooth, the surface of the paper is very smooth, and then you need about 3B or 4B. Yeah, sometimes I use 4B. Otherwise, it won't work on that very soft surface. Okay. And then here is still a hard line here that I don't like. That's a little bit better. This is a brush, oil brush, and I have this for the last 30 years. This brush, it was more And then now it's all like our hair is, pretty much gone. So this is a cut oil brush, and
It's stiff. Are those stiff bristles?
yeah, you can
Okay.
use oil brush. And then say this line is very severe to me, then I will just
Is that kind of the same thing as a scrubber brush?
exactly. Thank you. For some reason I just like this much better than the scrubbers. Maybe just a habit, Okay. Let's see. Yeah,
The patient would like to know, when you're painting details, do you change the angle of the paper to be flatter? It seems to be more important that the water doesn't drip when you're doing details.
well, today I didn't change the angle of this, it's all like a 35, 40 degree of this. Okay. Right. I'm looking, and I see the blue here, and then no blue here, maybe a little bit of blue. But I'm gonna leave it this way. As soon as I go in there, I feel like, oh, I actually really like this big shape. Okay. So in the workshop, I'll talk a lot about shapes, big shapes. It's so important how you to make big shapes. So if I put this blue here, I might ruin it a little bit. So I want to be just a little bit more careful about that. See the highlight here, this one is bigger than that one, but I'm not going to do it now. I will wait. Because everything looks loose and nice, and then shows the stroke of the brush, the shows a stroke of the brush, which I like very much. Let's just do a little bit, and then maybe about 10 more minutes, I'll let you go. Is that good?
Sure, that's great.
Yeah. So here's the Mr. Clean, and it's like I make it's like a, how would you say this? It's this shape column. It's a
Rectangle, okay.
column.
Column, yeah.
Rectangle, not
Uh-huh.
square. Okay. Right. And then you see the edge here.
Yeah.
The edge here. So use this. And of course, this thing has more, a lot of use, very
Oh,
useful.
look at that.
Look at that. Yeah. So this is much better than the resist.
Tanique says, I love this demonstration. Thank you. I'm
Oh.
inspired.
Thank you. You guys are very kind. And then, see this, it's kind of messy there. I'll figure that out. Let's finish this. It's kind of messy there.
So I'm curious, with your Mr. Clean, do you use a new block of it each time? You don't reuse it, right?
I don't use this all the time.
But I
No.
mean, when you do use it, you're going to use a new piece for each painting or whatever.
Yeah, because this is a very, I started this one yesterday, so it's very new.
Okay.
And they will get spoiled pretty soon.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So most of you have experience with this, Mr. Clean? I mean, trust me, I don't have their stock market or whatever, you know, I'm not doing a commercial for them. But it's just can't help it. And
Yeah,
then
I had a teacher that recommended that. It is kind of handy.
and what else I recommend? What was that? And I always say, so no, you know, I don't own the company or or whatever there.
Pat was asking if you would be willing to share the portrait that you did on the Fluid 100 paper that you showed us the other day. I don't know
Oh,
if it's
the
handy.
other day or today? Huh? Huh?
Did
It
you
was-
just paint that today, Feeling? The Fluid 100?
Yeah, I did that today.
Oh, yes. Please
okay.
share it with everyone and
Sure.
tell them your story.
Oh, yeah. Okay, if I remember what was the story. Okay, so try not to follow every line, you know, it's getting a little too much now. Stop.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. And then I will relax, and then there's some final things I would do, and then I will show you again. And right now I noticed that the warmness here, the warm color goes up here, and then there. Okay, seems like I need to give a little more instead of so this can be consistent coming up there a little bit. Okay, let's try it. Because the how would you say that this line separated the shadow and the light,
Mhm.
and then this I'm gonna wet a little bit. So that will make this, how would you say that? The and also go up over here a little bit. Okay. So later on, I might do a little more. Well, I still have time, so I could see if I want to strengthen those a little bit. Okay, here's the, you see this real cute chin, right? And that this is almost like a question mark. Oops, here, almost like a question mark. Go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
make sure that I get that. And then also a little bit of the different value. I always go to the corner of the mouse, and the corner of the mouse has 36 little muscle pulling the smile. I just made it up on the number, 36 little muscles. And then always strengthen that. Okay. So that hold that corner of the mouth. Okay. And then, oh. So Yeah, it's pretty much like this. Then I will, touch up a little bit this and that. So I'm gonna just, stop on this one. You guys think this is okay?
It's beautiful.
It's amazing.
Thank you. And zoom out a little bit, please. Yes. Okay.
Just gorgeous.
Who say that? Is that Joe?
No,
It's
no
not Joe?
joke. It's gorgeous.
I mean, who's just say that?
Who's
Joseph?
talking?
Craig.
I mean, Joseph, right?
Great.
Oh, Craig.
Thank you. Let me show you the
I'd also like to get that portrait picture that you used for your source. I never got that in the email either.
Oh,
We're putting
okay.
it on the
Just sent
web.
it out. It
We're
just
putting
went
it
out
on the
again, Craig.
CWA website.
What's that, Joe?
This one,
it just-
right?
Just went out again.
Okay.
Yeah, this one and
Other people have just gotten it, so check your email again now. And also we'll put it on the website in case there's a problem with your email getting it.
Yeah. I
Thank
will let
you.
my friend know. Her name is
Got it.
Mimi. Okay, you can put the name there. Her name is Mimi.
Hmm.
and
Mimi.
that's yeah, Mimi, and one of my best friend, and also my student, my workshop student. This is how special she was. She has 6 children or homeschooling.
Wow.
Mimi
From Kansas State.
from Kansas State, and then 1 year she went up to take my workshop. So that workshop was like a back-to-back portraits and a landscape, for 2 weeks. After the 1 week finish, she called her husband. Honey, can I stay for 1 more week? So, my goodness, I was so moved because she has 6 children. And she stay one more week with me. So
That's
that's
pretty
one of the
special.
best mothers and a wonderful person, and then she's still very beautiful. Okay, so make sure you got this from Pat, right?
Yes,
Michelle, from Michelle. Okay, from Michelle.
both of us.
Yeah, and
How
now
much
she's
paper you have?
So this, okay, here. Like I say, today I was painting that and then I like it, but then I say, I think the sizing is getting loose. Okay. And then prepare for the shock. This is totally different palette.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So you struggled with the sizing, but you made it work.
I think so. Yeah, it's working. And then the background is not quite done yet. And then the face is pretty much done because she's in so much light. Okay, so much light. So it simplifies a lot.
Mhm.
Oh, do I have the reference somewhere of this one? I should.
How many colors do you use this time?
So this one, I would say about 6 colors.
Okay, good. I was wondering whether you could do that with 2. And I said, whoa, that's really good.
Well, how about I will try 2 colors again to show you,
It's
just
okay.
because I want to show you.
It's okay.
Where is the reference? Oh, I know.
I thought it was pretty cool that you could do that kind of a painting with just 2 colors and get that dynamic of a result.
I guarantee you, it's just so much fun. It's so much fun with 2 colors. Okay. And this one
That's
is.
a first. Is that a first for CWA?
I'm sorry.
I think maybe it's a first for CWA, a demo with just 2 colors.
Right. I do two colors sometimes, but this time for some reason, I'm a very spontaneous person, I'm so loose and but I'm not a loose lady. Okay.
Okay, tell us what you really mean.
And here's the reference. It's a friend of mine, and then
Really beautiful.
yeah,
Oh, you
that,
did an excellent job with that highlights. That was washed out in the picture.
yeah. No, so
Wow.
it's not too hard for me to do this. And now I just see maybe I need a little green there too. Okay, so I'm not done yet, and I love the green here. Look at that, the green there.
Gorgeous.
Mhm.
Don't be afraid to put some green in there, but only about 5% maybe. And then see a little bit green over here. So you see, I was talking about the facial planes. Most of you know what's facial planes. So that plane is facing that way. This plane is facing that way. This facial plane is facing that way, and this facing that way. And then, so for some reason, this facial plane's receiving cooler temperature. Okay. See, this is a cooler, even here too. All right, let me dab a little bit green. Where's my green? See that? Oh,
Wow.
yeah, the green there. So this green all facing that side. The facial plane go that side, go that side, go that side. Okay. Now I want it. This is all here. How about here? So I want to be a little bit there. How would you say that kids play in the park and they are going teeter-tot? Was it the
Teeter-tottering?
teeter-tottering? Yes, this is the teeter-tottering. And so all the green here, they need a piece right here. Oh, not showing yet. Okay, you can see that's a little bit green.
Hmm.
Okay,
Very nice.
thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. All righty, let's see. I can show you, we have 5 minutes and I can show you. Can you zoom out a little bit? I'll show you some
You can.
paintings. These are a little bit larger.
Mm.
Oh, this one is one of my favorite.
Oh, wow.
What is that thing? Oh, no, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is on Arches block, Feeling?
This one, let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Arches. Arches, I believe this is from the Arches block.
Okay.
12 by 16.
Wow.
12 by 16. And this one is larger.
Wow.
Probably 16 by 20, something like that.
And you freehand draw your portraits?
Yes. Yes.
What's your favorite paper?
I'm sorry.
What is your favorite paper?
What's my favorite paper?
Watercolor paper.
Watercolor paper. I do like a Fabriano. Okay, let me see if I can find a Fabriano paper. I believe this one is Fabriano.
Wow, that's stunning.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Is that a
Fabriano.
300 pound?
300 hot pressed.
Oh,
300 hot press.
Hot, yes. And there's another Fabriano.
Wow.
Can you
What
see?
kind of paper are you recommending for your workshop?
Whatever you're comfortable, okay? And then you could get Arches and Fabriano.
Mhm. Wow.
Um,
So much mood,
and then
atmosphere.
I
Wow.
think this one is Fabriano too.
Mm.
Do you prefer the cold press or the hot press for your paintings?
I would say either way is fine. Yeah.
Wow.
Either way, okay? This one, hey, Joe,
Yes.
this is 3 colors.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's
Thank you.
unreal.
I try to remember what was the 3 colors.
That's a vintage from a vintage photo.
Right, my student's mother.
Wow.
Oh,
And
wow.
then my student is, at that time, she probably 83. Now, right now, I think this year she's going to turn into 90.
Oh,
And so this is her mother.
Oh,
That's very cool.
that's unbelievable.
Okay. Let me see, what was the color?
I think she's running away from home.
So you see, this is a little more lifting again.
Mm.
You see the line here?
uh-huh.
That's Mr. Clean.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. This one actually just penned around. And there's some Mr. Clean over here, Mr.
Huh.
Clean. I try to remember the colors, but I'm not sure, I forgot. There's some others in crimson and blue, and then, now this one has been, a while. Okay, so I guess I am pretty much done. This one is one of my favorite because it's quite abstract. Okay, so if I can do semi-abstract, and then I just love it. I don't like realistic, too much of a realistic. Okay.
Thanks so much, Feeling.
Okay, some more questions, the last minute, I'm sorry.
All right.
Excellent work.
We're done?
I think we are. You did a
Thank you
great
so
job. Thank you
much.
so much.
Oh,
Thank
Michelle,
you.
you're just wonderful. And then Joe, thank you for your support.
Well, thank you. We're really excited about having you do the workshop, and we got several more signups this evening. So I think we're going to be full, and I'm looking forward to working with you.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
Good job.
Feeling, if you can, when you get a chance, if you could take a photo of your final painting tonight, we'll include it in the video that we're going to put on YouTube.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Great.
I
I
will-
appreciate that.
I will work on that, some final touches, it's the secret. No, I'm just, no, I never keep secret. And it just, it takes time, it's the nature of this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Sometimes
Well,
it's
whatever you-
lucky, sometimes, slower. Yes.
Yeah,
yes, Joe.
whenever you get a chance, you just send it to us and we'll put it in there.
Okay. All right. You
All right.
guys.
Job.
thank you so
Beautiful.
much.
Thank
You're
you.
wonderful.
All right. Thank you so
you.
much. Good night.
See you soon. Good night.
Thanks, husband.